Good afternoon. I'm Mary Lou Wilson, the Superintendent for St. Helena Unified. Earlier today, you received a text message asking you to complete the enrollment form for the rest of this semester, indicating whether or not you wanted your children to be in a distance learning format or an in-person learning format. It's the same enrollment form that has been out prior to the fires, and at the time of school closure, we had about 650 responses. Of those responses, 27% are requesting distance learning. Last night at the board meeting, I shared this information with the governing board, and we began the discussion around the complexity of offering a distance learning format for about 30% of our families and an in-person format for the rest of our students. The challenge that we have with this kind of a request is that as we are not a large district, we would likely need to either change student class assignments at the primary and the elementary, or potentially use an online learning format, which is APEX, which we've used in the past for credit recovery at the middle school and the high school. I'm not certain that those would be the decisions we would use, and yet I wanted to share that with the board last night. Teachers might change, students may have different classmates, and all of this presents a challenge for everyone. During the meeting, we also discussed the recent crisis and how many families are evacuated even today. Many families have lost their homes and may need to relocate and change where they're living. And so I was asked by the board to open the enrollment form for another couple of days to allow all of you to respond. If your response has changed, go ahead and submit your children's names, and we'll look for the most current date with your response. If you haven't responded, please do. It will help drive our decision-making process as we move forward. We have a special meeting scheduled for next Wednesday at 5 o'clock, where we will talk about the data and look at recommendations for the future. We lost 2 weeks in our momentum in preparing for in-person instruction. And we may need to delay in-person instruction into November. We may need to look at delaying it even longer. I need to hear from each of you and know what you're interested in with regards to your children and what distance learning would look like and in-person learning. Understand that when we do go to in-person, we will start in a hybrid model where your children will be in school for 2 days. They'll be remote with their teacher for Wednesday, and then the other 2 days they'll be completing assignments on their own. We need to do that so that we can practice the protocols and logistics around being in a school. This is a really challenging time, and I wish I had every answer for you before you even asked the question. And as information seems to change daily, I am challenged to ensure that I am providing a safe environment for our students and our employees while promoting a rigorous and robust learning program. If you're interested in watching the video from last night's board meeting, the link is located in the description box below. Please take a few minutes and listen to the conversation of the governing board, and consider joining us on Wednesday evening at 5 o'clock. The board meeting will be posted on the district website, and you can join us through a phone call. You can join us in the Zoom webinar, or you can view us on YouTube. Again, it's challenging, and if I could wave a magic wand and do everything I could to make this different, please know I would. Take care, be safe, and have a good evening. Thank you.